Hey guys, how you going? Welcome to Hold the Ball. I hope you guys have had a good Monday today or Sunday, wherever you are. Thank you guys for watching in and tuning in. Appreciate it. Hey, whether you're sitting down eating, sitting down relaxing, or walking, I appreciate you guys for actually watching and tuning in. This is just made here for your viewing and hearing pleasure. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm just a fan, just like you are, who just has something to say, don't we all? Let's get into it. All right, so I've dubbed this series the Coach Potato, in which I basically pretend I'm the coach of the Warriors. I pretend I'm Nathan Brown, but except I give you my sort of perspective on the players and sort of like what they did during a certain time. I'm going to be talking about injured players who are going to be potentially come back sooner, as well as a mention of one player who has yet to actually play for us, but yet his name has been thrown around through the reserves list, and I'm pretty sure you've probably heard of him. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Hey, as you guys know, we lost to Manly, the Tom Trbojevic and Jason Saab show. What else can you say about that team who, for some reason, just seemed to spark up, as soon as Tom is in there? They're a completely different team. Kudos on them for getting the win. But I'm here to talk about the Warriors players and what I thought about them and what can be done, For me, I understand that there was, I guess, an understanding from Nathan Brown that he had potentially messed up the rotation regarding Walsh, and that he basically just said, hey, well, I didn't know what to do. I own up to it. And I think he might make amends for it next week, or tomorrow, should I say. I think personally, Walsh should have played, longer. He should have just started. It's really unfair to have him fed to the Wolves against that attacking Manly side with Tom Trbojevic and Saab, and just basically forced to cover an already hot attacking team. You know what I mean? They're already there, they've already ran. He's just got in, he's 18, he's young. Again, I'm not trying to make up excuses for him because he needs to work on his defense. However, again, for all of us who just watched sort of him probably open up about 2 tries, look, it sucks, but it's probably something that shouldn't have happened, and I think Walsh should have been responsible for that and shouldn't have even had these guys run at him at all. Period. Should have played in the start. Another thing as well that I did like, however, about Walsh's game is, again, when he had the ball, beautiful. Scored a try, great. A try assist, great. When he bombed it into the goal line, great. Sort of remind me of the old days, right? Who used to catch those bombs from Sean Johnson? So again, it sort of took me down to Mary Lane when he did that, and hey, how beautiful if he could connect with another winger who could potentially do that. CHT as well had a good game. I think there were spots and times when he probably looked a bit tired, but again, that's match fitness. That's him coming back from injury. 2 tries, 15 tackles, did some good kicking. What else can you say? Like he did what he was supposed to do. Again, I mentioned before in the last episode how I was not really a fan of him at first, and then he sort of, basically made me eat the humble pie. So again, great work. I hope he comes back next week, but if he doesn't, understand. Again, see how the body goes. Cody Nikarima, that pass, why? I've had nightmares about that pass. Every time I think about it, I just get upset. That overlap, Berry's right there, but then he wants to pass to Kossi, absolutely bundles it up. And I'm not saying that we could have won. I'm not saying we could have lost. I'm just saying that would have put us a bit further in front than we were, and could have probably helped us be 6 in front as opposed to losing by 6. So Cody, brain snaps, has had it before, can go quiet. However, there was something that the coach did that I did like. That's when he got the Walsh, CHT, and Cody trifecta. That's basically when Cody was at the dummy half, and he had the halves pairing with those 2 boys. I like that. I liked what Cody showed, and I like what he could show, if he plays with that a bit longer. However, there is I guess these pros and cons of everything. The con of that is that you miss out on Egan and his defensive abilities. And I guess to a degree, you can also see Egan trying here and there. He makes a good he makes a good play when he gives it off to Toy Harris. So there's those little things. However, in saying that, I'm just saying I like that trifecta there between those 3 boys. Could look promising, they're attacking flair. So yeah, we'll see what happens, but I'm definitely a fan of that pairing. Again, I've touched on Egan, but yeah, defensively, if he goes, we'll miss out. We'll see what happens. Mamalo, again, is our best winger. However, the pace that he shows is not good enough. The defensive readings is not good enough. The defensive IQ is not good enough. That mismatch between him and Saab is probably the biggest mismatch in the NRL. Those two wingers opposing each other, I think, is the biggest mismatch you can get in NRL out of any team, out of any winger, any player who plays wing. That was a smart move by the Warriors to leave him out there against Saab. Look, I get he eats meters, he likes it, it's great. Hey, we used to love it too, but we got to get a bit of a bit of return for it. You know, especially that time when Walsh, the last 55 seconds, when Walsh had the ball and he was going to pass out wide, Maumalo of old would have got close to it. People are saying that Walsh should have just ran for it. You can't really blame Walsh, you know what I mean? He's got the pass first mindset. Should he have passed it? Probably not. But he's only thinking of getting the ball out to the wing because it's just what you're taught to do, you know? And again, Maumalo just didn't finish it off, got bundled into touch. There you go. Personally, not a fan. I like what he does, but I don't like the lack of pace, and I think the lack of pace, we give up too much. So that's just my thoughts there. Tell me what you think about that. Next week, we could potentially be having Aitken back, Ewan Aitken, and I think that's great. Defensively, great player. Last year, I believe he was in the plus 90% efficiency for defense. Great defender, and he's growing more. He can learn more as well, which is good. If he ups up his attacking game, he could be a real genuine threat. Again, to only have him play for us since in round one, hey, I want him back. I want to see more of him. I think he'll be a great addition to this team. In regards to who he'll be taking over, well, look, I personally think that if one person's supposed to go, in my opinion, it would be Maumalo. So I'd have Pompey taking over Maumalo, Gossi, Pompey wings, and Aitken and Berry at the centers. I like Berry, you know, defensively sound, made some great crucial tackles, defensive judgments that were good, clean and precise. He's only 19, 8th game of league, has more to learn, but I think he's someone just like Walsh that you leave on there. Those are the players who want to tick. Those are the players who want to move forward. Again, I'll touch on that later on, but that's great. And I like Berry. I don't want to see him benched personally. I think he doesn't deserve it. You know, ran a great line, runs a great line, knows how to support play, knows how to tackle. What more do you want? You know, he's 19 years of age. He's got a good height on him, good build. Leave him on there. I also want to talk quickly on, I mentioned Pompey as well. Hey, I think he's great in that versatile sense, can play center or wing. So I'll personally have him covering Maumalo. That's just me though. Cannot wait for the return of Ben Murdoch-Masila. Again, I've been full of praise for him. Great hand, you know, great work with the hands. He's good with that, passing the ball, great attacking play. But he's also such a strong unit in attack. You see him running, he needs to, you know, people just drag off him, right? They can't take him down. It's just a strong unit, and I love it, and we miss it. We miss that. We miss Adam Fanua-Blake. I believe Adam Fanua-Blake's going to be coming back in a week or two. That's what I've heard. Don't quote me on that. But we thought it was a potentially season-ending injury. However, he's not going under surgery from what I understand. Correct me if I'm wrong. But he'll be back soon, and we know those two boys, slot them straight in the team. No ifs or buts. That's it. Another person as well that I thought was interesting is Jack Murchie. I like Jack Murchie. I think he should be in the team. Personally, I see that there is a side there that can benefit with him in it. I would not drop Curran personally. However, I would probably look into Sirenen. He can go hot and cold. Again, I understand Curran has probably, you know, arguably the worst hands in the team. However, he is a defensive juggernaut, and we can't lose that, especially in a team that leaked, you know, that many points against, 38 points against Manly. You know, we got to keep him, right? Defensively, I think we need to be in check as a team because I don't think we're quite there yet. Offensively, we found it. It's great. CHT's back. I think him and Walsh are going to spark something. So it'll be good. But yeah, in regards to Murchie, I'll swap him with Sirenen next week or tomorrow for Teamless Tuesday and just go from there. Another player as well that I said I'll discuss, player who hasn't played yet, is Daniela Otukolo, sorry. And he has not yet played a game, but I've seen his name. We've all seen his name on the reservist list. Hey, he's only a young player too. Why not get him on? Let him have a game. Let's see what he has to offer. You know, if we're blooding in Walsh, Berry, let's blood him too. Let's bring in Tuco and see what he can do, what he can provide for us. You know, you don't know till you try. So yeah, basically that's just how it is. For me, that's my view on the team. And so like how I saw it against Manly, again, this is my team for Teamless Tuesday. If I was to do it, if I was the coach, I'd put Captain Roger at the back, fullback. Then I would have Mamalo. Then I would have Aitken. Then I would have Berry. Then I have Pompey. Right, that'll be our 5 backs right there. And then I'll have the pairings of the two, you know, Walsh and CHT. Then I'll have, I mean, granted, you know, AFB is not back. Donald Brown and Evans, or maybe even R4. And then I'll have Nikarima in the hooking position. And again, that would be very controversial, but that's just my opinion. I'd also have, for the second rows, I'll have Curran as well as Murchie. And then I'll have Toy Harris at lock. And then for the reserves, again, it's going to be a fight between Egan and Tabanga. That's all I'm going to say. It'll be a unfortunate fight because, again, both players offer something, but that's probably the scope of it if you're going to put Nikarima at hooker. And then I'll have R4, and then Mau, and then Ben Murdoch Masila. So that'll be my squad there. But if you want to try something tricky, hey, the Smoky, you're bringing Otokolo to replace to be the 14. So that's my thing there. Again, guys, that was just my little general spill of the team. And if you can see here, I've got my Warriors jersey, Auckland Warriors. Maybe we might be called the Auckland Warriors again. If that second Kiwi team comes in, you never know. But thanks again for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Take it easy. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. And don't forget to hold the ball.